Pree Dis is brought to you by Magnum Tonic Wine, Tech Charge, Ray White Overproof Rum, Fui Culture, Campari, Respect the Bitter, JF Mills, the heart and soul of your kitchen, and Swiss Ketchup and Barbecue Jerk Sauce, better because it's Swiss.
What's up everybody? I'm your guest presenter Aidan and welcome to this week's episode of Pree Dis. We're here in Spanish Town to bring you the latest in entertainment and lifestyle right here in Jamaica. So without further ado, let's get started. He scored a viral hit with Choppa Gospel and has since released a new single called Bogus. All the way from the parish of Manchester, we meet dancehall artist Jquan.
Watch her style, yeah. Richie Ras, I'm in a capping on my dog, bag of money make me living life fraud on me. Know the game like me, I do it from a barn. I'ma never have nothing, know the bag of me have everything, dog.
What is Choppa Gospel?
Well, for be real with the Choppa Gospel, it's just an explanation of our lifestyle, you see me? And also a ghetto cry. You go man say, yeah man, it tell the story of from nothing to something. You know what I say, I motivate youth them to believe in whatever they do.
From nothing to something, is it something that you've aspired for a long time?
Yeah, definitely. We been in our streets, I would say, how hard things can get, you see me? So things like them they motivate you to do better for yourself and better for people same way.
Cause them no reach like bra for them. Talk again, skull any call. When me do me call again. Crook on the line, big thief, hack at them.
Who produced the song and were you surprised that the song has taken off the way it has?
The song was produced by Hyundai Records. And as it relates to the traction that the song has been getting, no, I'm not surprised. Because remember, so we've been at the music and we've been believed. We know we can do great things. So we're not surprised, man, we're just grateful.
I be my park up in I lane with the team. Them say me woulda lose, but now the game I'm win. Me not lose it.
How has the journey been for you?
A lot of ups and downs, but we never give up. You see me? I have a song, Tenacious. That song, sit down and I made it, and it helped me do whatever I need to do.
Them can't stop a star for win. No, no, no. Say man a born kingpin.
You see me? Whenever I feel like I'm down, I just go listen to that song there. It's my song.
You dropped another bomb, Bogus.
Yeah.
Who produced that song?
Alright, that song was co-produced by Steel Chest, Million Ways to Riches, and China Records. Bogus I create some damage, man. Yeah man, Bogus I create some damage, man.
Cause them no reach like bra for them. Talk again, skull any call. When me do me call again. Crook on the line, big thief, hack at them.
Do you feel pressured to kind of maintain the momentum coming from Choppa Gospel?
No, none at all. No pressure, because we know we can do it. We believe in ourselves 100%. Right, music has always been a part of my life still, you know, to be honest with you. As a young youth, I always used to sing like Michael Jackson. All of them tunes, I sing to the people, them tired of me, man. I walk in the house and I sing, and I said, boy, if you sing, man.
Where in Jamaica are you from originally?
I'm from Manchester. My family is small, you know, small and supportive. Yeah, man, small and supportive, man.
Say man, I mean, she like game, I don't see it, say I rock them calm. Jump out clean with the Louis St. Anne. Up a party, I'm a bin a spender.
Do you think that the music that you're doing right now will stand the test of time, years to come, and people will be rocking to your music years down the line?
Yeah, man, why not? Definitely. Why not? This is the new era, man. A new generation of dancehall, listen. Is what I say? So, yeah, we are going there for years to come, man.
Musically, what do you hope to achieve, though?
Great things. Billboards, man. You see me? We actually reach the world with the music, man. Every years.
Have producers, fellow artists been reaching out to you now, wanting to do collaborations?
Yeah, man. A lot of people, man.
Drop some names, no?
Alright, we have a song of the Nigeria.
Pipi money, crown athlete. Yo, YC, I no more talk to it. Yo, Bell, one dive, more can see, bro.
Last week, we met 10 of the ladies in the 2023 Hyundai Miss Universe Jamaica pageant. Let's meet some more of the contestants.
Why did you enter the pageant this year?
You know, I'm actually never done a pageant before, but I think it was my deep passion for making change and inspiring a difference in the world that really propelled me to enter this pageant.
This has really been a challenge for myself, a road to personal development. I have met some wonderful ladies here. I've certainly built my confidence, and I'm learning a lot as I go along.
And as a child, I was in a box of limitations, so it's an amazing opportunity for me to shine and to do so much more.
And how has it been for you so far?
Well, it has been nothing short of amazing.
Actually started out as a childhood dream, an innocent childhood dream. But over time, I grew to love pageantry and all that it entails. I found out it was much more than just beauty. It was, having a purpose, being confident and inspiring change.
Growing up, I actually stuttered, so coming here has been a really challenge for me to vocalize and put out more, and I'm really grateful for it.
I believe I have a lot of potential, so I wanted to work on my weak areas. I was hoping to just come and absorb as much information as I can and use it for personal growth, as well as I want to share my story. My advocacy surrounds mental health.
I decided to do pageantry this year because, of course, I'm 27, so it's kind of my last year to enter, and I really want to bring awareness to a lot of social issues that I'm very passionate about.
I had no plans in January to enter, but I was at work one day and one of the organizers in Northwest, she was calling the contestants to tell them that they had a workshop the next day. And she asked me to inform them of the reason she was calling because she was using her office phone. And she said to me, "Sasha, why don't you enter?" I'm like, why not? And that's the reason I'm really here. I researched the pageant and then I realized that it really aligns with my mission, which is making a positive impact in everywhere I go.
After the break, Kush Ghad from Clarendon steps into our Up Next segment.
Culture. Yo! New beginning, we winning, so share our spirit where you're living, yeah. Share it. I make we all a one par, you don't know we come from far. From far, anytime we rep, we country. Rear rum, it have to come with we. No matter with the bad vibes. Poor rear rum, a celebration time. I feel we culture. Rear rum. Make we show ya. Jamaica the culture. Where nephew overproof, and we just a do it for the culture.
His journey in music hasn't been an easy one. Even though he's the grandson of a famous reggae artist, Kush Ghad shared his story in this week's Up Next segment.
Yeah, man.
Respect.
Up Next is brought to you by Magnum Tonic Wine. Take charge.
Nobody not perfect, yeah. You're just so the world said. Mistakes not the past, but me learn it. Enough things go on, but my bridge never burn them. Yeah, like nobody not perfect.
First thing first, what really get you into music?
Well, you know, say, from a tender age, I just have a passion for it and thing, but I never really take it serious until I start record. You know, people always are telling me I'm talented and usually perform stage show and then I could think they're treats and thing. I used to knock decks in class and so forth, but I never really take it that serious until I start to go to the studio. I love music from a young age. You know, I know it in my DNA already.
Yeah.
Because, you know, Kokoti and my grandfather see me and things, so it's a generational thing.
Like nobody not perfect, yeah. You're just so the world said. Mistakes not the past, but me learn them. Enough things go on, but my bridge never burn them, yeah.
What are some of the struggles you faced so far in your career?
Well, all the past struggles, you know. Especially in the music industry, I mean, I tell you. Only per fight, you know. I go all studio, ask man for a session, you know. Be a guru and you know. But I just part of the game. At first I was a dancer. You never know say me an artist, you know. Because I used to dance first. But I usually do freestyle and knock on decks in a class as I said before. So I usually carry on and you know, be there meds. But them time I never really get my lines them together like and everything used to say make sense until me start take it serious. You see me?
You see me granny shed tears, you make me grieve. Never listen to you when you talk and me did naive. But me have to buckle up and shuffle up my sleeve just still.
As an artist, who are some of the man in the game right now where you really can't say yo, them a do it?
I say Alkaline still, you know. No bias, you know. You know, I always look up to him. Some of those use that as a drive you know, to motivate myself. You see me? Yeah, man.
Yeah. So how you describe your sound? Like how you different than everybody else?
Well, I'm different, man. I'm my own style, man, you know? One flow, everything. Unique.
To describe to people who don't really know you, would you say you're closer to the new age of the trap dancehall or more hardcore dancehall?
Well, would I say hardcore now?
Cause nobody not perfect, yeah. You're just so the world said. Mistakes not the past, but me learn it. Enough things go on, but my bridge never burn them.
What are some goals you want to meet, some shows you want to perform at, anything like that?
Right now, the world, me that want to hear me still enough to tell you the truth, you know. Yeah. Go up on tour, you know, me have a friend, because I have an artist friend named Breezy. Same way, so you don't know. Go up on tour, meet different people, go different places, you know. Try to get up the on them level, the Grammy. You know them pretty, but it just take time. You have to just take the time and build my thing. And we just released a song 3 days ago called Perfect. And 5 days ago, I released a music video called Firm Ground, so them can check it out.
Yeah, you drop music fast,
Yeah,
though.
man,
5
back
days
to
ago,
back,
3 days
man.
ago.
Back to back.
Wicked work at that, you know.
Yeah, man.
And every man have that.
Yeah, man. I'm hungry for it, you know, man.
That's how it
Been a dream about it, you know. And I not stop till me get it.
He's an event promoter, a disc jock, and a businessman. We hear the story of DJ Richie Ras in our Mix Master segment.
Mix Masters is brought to you by Magnum Tonic Wine. Take charge of things anytime, anywhere.
Richie, I want a remix.
Richie Ras! Ravens, we taking over!
How do you manage to keep the Richie Ras brand afloat?
I'm not afraid to take risks. So I wasn't afraid to become a promoter, to expand my brand. I wasn't afraid to invest in myself, to travel, to enter new markets and network. So a skill set aside, just not being afraid to invest in yourself and to move out of your comfort zone.
Yes, man, back it up, the kid have money and spend. All of me team, they also show the whole of your friend. Matalan, signal to me, sending back is 110. While everybody a show, ravers them at it again. So watch you bones, skip your enemy there.
What's your real name? How you came by the name Richie Ras?
So I am Richard Anthony Spence, RAS, so from high school. From high school days, when I was trying to figure out a nickname or alias as a young son boy, everything I was picking on, friends were like, no man, your name Ras, your name Ras. And it just went Richie Ras. So, back then it was the thing to be a part of a sound system. As a young youth uptown, it was a thing to go to the different events. The girls loved it if you're a part of a sound system or with a sound crew. So when you start off just because you want to follow the crowd and follow the hype, and being in the experience, being a part of it all now, and actually moving to touch the turntables and getting that feedback from the crowd, the love just developed from there.
Have you ever stepped out of the box, done something different, and the reception wasn't what you wanted it to be?
Yeah.
How you handle that?
That's a part of it. The same energy and hype and commitment you make towards that move, you should be able to gracefully take your losses.
What genres of music do you prefer and why?
Oh, I play pretty much everything. I'm open format. Soca is the market that I've chosen to focus on because it's a niche. But I don't only play there. I play a number of 90s events, dancehall events as well. Prior to soca, you wouldn't have really found me in the soca scene.
How did you get into events promotion, and what do you enjoy most about putting on events?
Honestly, getting into events came out of disappointments with my own growth as a younger DJ. I was at a place where I wasn't happy with how promoters were appreciating the brand. You reach a point you believe that your value has risen, but they don't want to pay you. Okay, so I started putting on events, pay myself.
You know, the face of the music has changed a lot in recent years. There's no trap dancehall that's making a huge impact. What are your thoughts about trap dancehall music, and what do you think about its survival, and what are your general overview of the genre?
It's interesting in that everybody has mixed feelings about it. It is really just the expression of the youth in the game right now, and we have to appreciate it. It's art. It's no different from, in context, no different from the 90s dancehall that we grew up listening to. But I do see where it could use a lot of help in terms of its image and marketing to make it more commercial and more profitable.
Like Chinese rice or the dog. Top and make a come your this dog. You know one on a disguise, man a big dog. I saw you Richie Ras.
On the flip side of the break, it's all about seafood at the Pep Up Bar and Grill in our PAN Di Fyah segment.
What bitter means to me, it means respect. Trust in the process. It might rough now, but go on push, brother. So when them say bitter, that just mean life I get better. Campari, respect the bitter. Over 18 years or older to drink responsibly.
Patrick Mahabeer has years of experience in food and beverage, and when he decided to step out on his own 5 years ago to start the Pep Up Bar and Grill at 35 Canary Avenue off Waltham Park Road, it was a decision he didn't regret. Let's hear more in our PAN Di Fyah segment.
PAN Di Fyah is brought to you by JF Mills, the heart and soul of your kitchen, and Swiss ketchup and barbecue jerk sauce, better because it's Swiss.
I'm in the food and beverage industry for a while now, but from I was working overseas, I plan to come back and do my own thing. So what I did was kind of infuse the overseas stuff with our local cuisine, combine them to get the flavors of our stuff. So we do everything from scratch. Before I really start cooking and selling food and in the restaurant thing, I used to cook at home and try out different stuff, and my friends will come over and try it and thing, and them say, boy, So from I was overseas, I started gathering up stuff to bring down and say, all right, this is it.
So how long has this business been in operation?
5 years.
And how has it been going over the 5-year period?
It's picking up very, very fast.
Who are your customers?
Well, I get customers from all over, overseas. Right now I have a group of people coming, and they're from overseas, so they're in Portmore, they're coming over now. So I get support from even in the community. So, and I keep, as you can see, I keep my prices, grounded where everybody can get a feel of it. And if them come and short $100, $200, me still give it to them,
You must have had some famous people passing through. What's one of your famous customers that you've had?
Well, I had a lot of the politicians pass through, and I have people from the Prime Minister office pass through also. Irene was here, Nitikochi, Arkai, a lot of them pass through. People want to start opening on the Saturdays, so I'm looking into that also. We do have a delivery service that I work with, hand in hand. Their ANC courier service.
What do you think keeps your customers coming back? What's about the food that keeps
it's a flavor. It's a flavor and the taste and the customer service, and we are customer friendly here. We mostly specialize in seafood. So we don't really do pork, but when I open on the Saturdays, I'm going to start doing pork because it's sort of pastas, pork lover pasta. So that's the only pork I'm going to put on the menu. But for now, it's just straight seafood: fish, lobster, shrimp, conch, crayfish, whatever is in season. Also, we'll do it.
Talk to me about your side orders. What are the side orders that you also prepare?
We have the famous garlic butter potato that we do. Everything is done from scratch. We have our signature callaloo pumpkin rice, and the way we do the callaloo, as what I said, we kind of do a little bit everything a little bit different than the norm.
And you also do like festival and
festival bami, planting both ways, the ripe and the green, and breadfruit.
Wondering what type of dog you should buy? Listen up as trainer Delon Willery tells us in this week's True Tip.
It's now time for your True Tip of the Week, brought to you by True Pet Food.
If you're talking about families with kids, there are certain breeds that are more conducive to fit that type of setting as per other breeds. The Mastiff type of breeds for aged persons and even for where they are kids, even though they are bigger dogs, once supervised properly, they have lower energy, they're more relaxed, and that's why you tend to have more of the Mastiff breeds with persons of age. If you're looking now to get a Malinois, German Shepherd and stuff, it's not recommended because as a result of the drive of those breeds, you can have accidental biting even with the kids. Because kids move around, they look like prey items to those dogs. And what you'd think is aggression is just a natural reaction of the high prey drive of those breeds. So what would need to happen if a person is gonna purchase a dog, the person who's selling the dog needs to vet the person properly to see what the family setting is.
What are the recommended breeds? Say if you want a guard dog, a dog for your home, someone to watch your property.
All right, so what you have mentioned, there's two different categories. Because when you say guard dog, that's one category. Watchdog is totally, the watchdog will be the alarm system and stuff and will not engage if there's a threat. The guard dog does not only watch, but it engages if the threat is actually persistent. So you have two different categories there. The most balanced type of breed that we would have, you're gonna look for Jamaica. Jamaica has what you call the big four: the German Shepherd, the Doberman, the Rottweiler, and the Pit Bull. But the Pit Bull is a bit more stigmatized now because of overbreeding and breeding without integrity, because that dog is not the problem, it's the owners.
The True Tip of the Week was brought to you by True Pet Food.
We flash back to a hit from 1994 when we return from the break.
There are lots of reasons to believe in a dog food brand. Great nutrition, great price, and your dogs love the taste. But what if it's also made for Caribbean dogs? No artificial colors or flavors, with an eye on the environment, so we only use paper bags. Then you will be just as happy as your dog, truly. It's true, we love dogs.
It's JF Mills Flour Mixes for your pastries, pancakes, festivals, Johnny cakes, and many cakes. Your wraps, pizzas, rotis, spinners, and dumplings and fritters. Using our wide variety of flour to include counter, cake and pastry, all-purpose, whole wheat, and baking. Pick them up today. All from JF Mills, the heart and soul of your kitchen. Distributed by Caramed.
Everybody get your taste buds ready.
Swiss ketchup pours better, tastes better, flavors better. Swiss ketchup makes your food and sauces yummy, yum, yum. Swiss ketchup, loved by kids and adults. Swiss ketchup, a delicious and favorite for all occasions. Ketchup is better because it's Swiss.
Better because it's Swiss.
In 1994, Tanto Metro scored a major hit in Japan with Wave Them, which also made the reggae chart in California. We hear the backstory in this week's Free Culture segment.
Free Culture is powered by Ray White Overproof Rum. Free Culture.
Wave Them inspired by, it really come from a cousin, you know, me and him used to par back in the days. So every little idea I'm come up with it. You know, he mentioned it to me and say, yo, I have a little, you know, a nice little pattern where he might experiment with it. And I say, sing it. And I say, Wave Them. I say, yeah, not bad, you know, and me and him put it together. And we write it together, and we go and record that song. We record that song at Penthouse Studio, you know, 56 Life Road.
And in the year and wave them. Cali, you know what no man problem. From the day you born, you are mad them.
What was the vibe like in the studio while the song was being created?
Oh, it was fun, you know, because back in those days, you know, you have different artists and virgins just come in and watch we perform and, you know, work out and advice. So, you know, when time we finish recording, I will go around the booth and start listening back. Every man just dance and just have well vibes and we say, yeah, you know, and they might give me a word of encouragement in terms of say, boy, that song is bad.
And everything where you have your man buy them. And you expensive clothes, it's a pressure them. Wave them.
And that song became a huge girl song, you know, in the dance in Jamaica.
Were you surprised that the song took off in Japan, and what kind of doors did its success open for you in Japan?
I was very surprised because the first time we went to Japan in 1994, you know, it was fun because you have East versus West. When I step on the stage and say, wave them, and in the air and wave them, whoa, umbrella. I say an umbrella moves up. And umbrella, everything starts, you know, and the crowd response was pandemonium. And from there, I said, yo, I didn't know that this song was a youth song until when I get off stage now, you know, the Japanese, you know, interpret it to, you know, break it down to our language and say, yo, this song is a big song in Japan.
Who the barrow man? Wave them, wave them, wave them, wave them, wave them. When me say,
If Jamaican goods costed more than foreign ones, would you still buy the Jamaican goods? Members of the public share their views in this week's Why Pree Vox Pop segment.
Why Pree is brought to you in partnership with Campari. Campari, respect the bitter.
I would rather the Jamaican product, for it's a better product than the imported. Yes, I think the Jamaican product is more better than the imported.
1000%. I mean, like, we are Jamaicans, we should support our brand, whatever it is that Jamaica produce or put out there for us Jamaican people, we should support. And on the basis of that, I have friends who have traveled overseas and, you know, say that they go and work and travel and so forth. And the Jamaican products are also expensive overseas, but it's a quality that we're buying.
I go with the foreign product if it's more reasonable. If the Jamaican products are expensive, why not go for the cheaper price? You see me? We have to go for where we can afford, right? They said that.
No, I wouldn't, because I mean, if something is gonna save me some money, then why not? Yeah, that's it.
Of course, why not? The Jamaican product is way better than the imported ones, and it is more useful than the imported ones. So yes, I would, even though it's expensive, I would rather buy the Jamaican product more than the imported product, yes.
Stick to the Jamaican brand. You see me, cause you know what brand, a real brand, you know. You see me, I say, good brand. Yeah, most people run on the foreign product, sure, it's a foreign brand. You see me? Yeah. We're local people, so we'll stick to the local, you see me, I say? Yeah.
Those are the views of the public. Tune in next week for more Why Pree.
Why Pree is brought to you in partnership with Campari. Campari, respect the bitter.
What are the biggest songs in the country? Is Drift by TJ still on top, or are V6 or Taliban's taking over? There's only one way to find out. Check out the Magnum Top 10 chart.
Banco Santander, my God, we got Janko, tak bankiers.
And every girl I get wild out tonight. Party in my house tonight. If she
From me a juvenile and the money I call me, call my daughter finger Benz and my son in Hardy.
A self-defense, me start ball out. Couple crews from
my girl, why Pree? Come here, just wind up your back. She said the receipt on me inbox. This
V6 panic tool and it can't stop. How I do it?
Right now, Instagram famous, it not spontaneous.
Yo, killed. Say you're bad from which part? Up in your Jeep.
That's how we pull the curtains down on this week's episode of Pree Dis. I've been your guest presenter Aidan, and I'll see you next week.
Pree Dis was brought to you by Magnum Tonic Wine, Take Charge, Ray White Overproof Rum, Philly Culture, Campari, Respect the Bitter, JF Mills, the heart and soul of your kitchen, and Swiss Ketchup and Barbecue Jerk Sauce, better because it's Swiss.